Be Yourself is all about embracing your true self and shining in your own unique way. It's about staying true to your nature, and not changing just to fit in. It's your reminder to honor your individuality and let your authentic self be seen and heard.
Be yourself. I don't really know how to do it no other way. I gotta be me. I am your host, Kazerny Bussy.
I am your co-host, Empress Layla.
What's good, Empress Layla? How you doing?
I'm good, Kazerny. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, back with another episode, Popular Expressions.
Yes. Goes by so quick. It seems like we just didn't want to read back at it again.
Yeah. That's how it goes, man. 2024 is on the move. It's on the move. So do you see any changes? Did the last year change you in any way? Shift you from being yourself and who you are?
Absolutely. It's all about change. It's all about growth. You shouldn't be the same person you were last year that you are today. That means you didn't nourish yourself. So I want to say, yes, I see change.
Do see change. Would that be change for the better, change for the worse?
Always for the better. Always aim for greatness, not to go backwards.
So you never been in a situation where it was like and not a good situation, but
What do you mean?
like you're in the situation and you changing, you shifting.
Absolutely.
In a bad way, negative way. The
Absolutely. I've been
influence
in many situations where I realize where I am, it's not going to be fruitful. What my motives, intentions are, it's not the same. Absolutely.
And that's circumstantial with the people that got you in that place.
No, you blame no one for where you are besides yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You can't blame no one for that. And it's not about a blame, it's just where I was at the moment.
Right.
So it's not about blaming anyone. It's just the road I was at the moment. And I'm okay with that. It was experience. And it allowed me to be who I am now.
No, I feel you on it. What's up with them situations when you're around a certain kind of person and they kind of taking you out of your character? Since we on the message of be yourself, and they just got you at that breaking point where you feel yourself.
I've never been the person to allow people to make me go somewhere I don't want to be. And I know, like they say, influence is big on a lot of people. But I've never been a follower. I want to say I have a leading spirit within me. So, and I'm the baby of the family, so I always have to defend myself. So, you can never get me to steer into somewhere I don't want to be. That's just me as an individual. I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm just talking about me, Empress Layla. That's just the way I function. And a lot of people may not function that way. But I have a leading spirit naturally. So if I don't want to do something, you cannot convince me to do it. If I do it, it's because I wanted to do it. No one had the influence of me doing it, and no one should take the fall on that because that was my choice.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I've been in a couple of situations where I felt myself getting out of my character.
Okay.
I'm usually calm and collective, and I try to stay positive. I'm more of an inspirational person, not necessarily into drama. And if I could avoid all negativity, I will. But I've seen, through experience, that there are some people in this world that could really like take you to a place of just, I mean, they can take you. They can almost take you to the place where you take you to the edge. And
I've been there.
I'm just me personally per se. I say that if a person has an effect on you in that way, I think it's best for you to get away from that situation. Honestly.
You mean like a negative way?
Yeah, like if they taking you to this place that is pushing you to the edge, like, I mean, unless you got a helicopter to jump in, you jump off the edge, it's not gonna end up good for you.
Some people can put you to the edge for you to challenge yourself, but if they put you to the edge where they bring you grief and misery, no.
Yeah, that grief and that misery is the point of, I don't think that shouldn't be nobody's natural state. So when we say be yourself, and a person got you feeling like anger, grief, misery, loves company, that's not a good person to be. That's not a good state to be in, period. So the best bet would be to definitely exit that situation. I mean, in my opinion. I mean, like, certain things are worth fighting for, And I'm not saying that, being yourself mean that everything is gonna be peaches and cream, flowers and roses and rainbows, cotton candy. Yeah, it's gonna be, gonna be some bad times, some downtime, some challenges, some dis-ease. I had to hate it. Everything comes with the challenge, but that's the test of. That's the test of it. Like, can you be yourself through it all? Like, to maintain your individuality in all situations, I think is a point of life where I think we all should be heading to be at. Because, even on a bad day, God is good. You know that.
Absolutely.
Influences in the world, right? How do you be yourself in such a vast, diverse, just place? Like, we in New York City, one of the most diverse places. How do you maintain yourself in all of this?
Listening to that quiet voice within you. Honoring your joy, your pleasure, desires, and being true to you. Like, no one knows your joy, your desires, your pleasures. Only you do.
And so you enjoy desires that's qualities of what we should be.
Whatever brings you joy.
Whatever brings you joy.
You may love seeing the sunset every day. That's you. You love nature. You may like running. You may love animals. maybe a plant lover. You like colors.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah, you know, sometimes people would try to put that expectation on your life, and you know, even having it with parents. Sometimes, as a parent, we got to kind of check ourselves because we have this notion of what we feel our children or the direction we think they should be headed in. You know, we want them to go for the highest degrees and, you know, be the best students, get the best grades. You know, we just want them to be the best they could be. You know, and I learned, you know, at early on in parenting that, you know, I'm into music. I'm a performer, professional performer, and that don't necessarily mean that, you know, my children, that's who they gonna be. You know, they got different paths. I do got one that really loves it, and they, you know, we all love music, but you know, to have that spark and desire to really, you know, unleash and express that gift is something that is personal to me and anybody that got it. Like, everybody has something unique to offer, and that's why it's so important to be yourself, because like tapping into that unlocks and reveals that unique thing that you have that maybe could inspire, uplift, motivate, and just empower the world around you.
We all definitely got something to offer to the world. Hopefully we can be ourselves and listen to our heart and be willing to share that. You know, some people doubt what they feel, what they see. But be free. Just be yourself. Don't worry about how people feel about you, because I want to say 90% of the time people don't care. So just be true to you.
You should listen to your heart. You think you can always trust your heart.
Yeah, your heart is like your connection to the universe.
I think that thing can be real deceptive at times.
Your heart?
Yeah.
Maybe your experience. So when you listen to your heart, and when you listen to your heart, you were wrong?
I've listened to my heart and been right. You know, I've listened to my heart and, you know, been at the point where I wasn't all the way right.
Mm-hmm. But it was an experience. Did it get you to where you wanted to go? Or, I mean, every experience is a great experience. It's all in how we view it.
I agree with that. It's all in how we view it. So yeah, like, don't let nobody steal, you know, your joy. Joy wasn't even really the word. It was a lot more vast than joy. It was like, if you're not being yourself and somebody trick you out of being in your natural state, you know, living the life that is fit for you. If you allow somebody to trick you out of that, then it's like they stole, or maybe they didn't steal, but maybe you gave up willingly, or yeah, you gave up your existence. You gave up your purpose. You can't really live a purpose life doing everybody else think you should be doing.
And they're never. Only a few will be right. You know, the people that believe in you, see your vision. But I want to say the closest people, majority of the time, will not even understand you. It's sad to say, but that's where the fight comes through, where you have to really, really believe in you and be yourself and believe in you. Because, you know, sometimes our family could be the hardest on us. And friends. You may get understanding and love from the outside because they see you and understand you more. They see who you are. And if your family see you as, you know, their big brother, little sister, big sister, middle sister, you know, worst child, favorite child. You know, they say every parent every parent has a favorite child, whatever it is. You know. Best employee, bad employee, you know, everyone has a vision on you, but who do you believe you are? And that's who you have to be true to. When you wake up in the morning and look at yourself in that mirror, you can't lie to yourself. At the end of the day, one thing I've always said to myself, I can lie to you, but I can't lie to me.
That's a big one. I can lie to you, but I can't lie to me. I mean, you could try.
No, I'm gonna lie. You're not gonna know. A lie is a lie, right? Lies 90%, 99% of the person does not know it's a lie until, you know, it's covered. And how long is that gonna take? So we're gonna say 99% of the time someone will get away with a lie, right?
Don't get me wrong. I think that, yeah, we all are individuals. We all have something unique to offer, and we should be ourselves. But I do understand that we in this world together, and, you know, we're not in this world alone. So sometimes we got to kind of align to the protocol and, you know, the positions of society. You know, like, you know, everybody can't be the pastor in the church. Everybody can't be the teacher in the class. Everybody can't be the chef in the kitchen. Everybody can't be the singer, the basketball player, the son. Everybody different. You know, and sometimes we are who we are, but to relate to others at times we have to kind of accept who they are as well. So vice versa, like, we shouldn't allow nobody to change us. You know, we shouldn't be trying to change nobody either, because, you know, everybody is here for a reason. And just because we are who we are don't mean that we can't learn and grow, you know, from others around us.
You just said something very valid there. You can change someone, but you can help them grow.
And they can help
two
us
different.
grow.
That's two
And they
different
can help
things.
you grow.
Changing someone and helping them grow is two different things. I don't have to stick around to watch you grow.
And vice versa, they can help you grow.
Right, but they don't have to stick around and help me grow. It's not their job.
It ain't their job.
It's not their responsibility. It's my responsibility to grow. I shouldn't, like you said, I shouldn't bring my negative energy into someone else's life if I'm not growing.
Yeah, the thing about growth is you grow on both sides. You can grow more negative or you can grow more positive.
I know.
We water that seed, that negative seed in you.
but no one owes me for me to grow. That's on me.
I absolutely agree with that. That was real mature and OG-ish of you. Is that a word? OG-ish? Yeah. Or taking your life in your hands, you know, taking accountability for your actions. And it's not hard though, like you know,
like certain things that happened, you can't say, "Oh, such and such." No, it's you. How long are we gonna say such and such? And after we say such and such so many times, everyone's gonna look at you and be like, "Oh, why you allowed such and such?" So at the end of the day, it always come back to you. Value, respect yourself.
be yourself. You don't. Everybody don't gotta go viral. Just because you don't go viral don't mean that you not you know
Irrelevant.
Yeah, irrelevant. Like you are who you are. You know, some people try to do too much to get that viral plug. Like they get all out of character. You know, they think that is what it takes for them to get the exposure or the recognition. But
be great wherever you are. Just be you.
I mean, if you
don't
don't
need
be
anyone to tell you you're great. If you know you're great, you know you're great.
Look, if you don't be you, who you gonna be? That's the thing. That's
people tend to be so many other people. That's when they drive themselves, you know, to another dimension.
That's a real dark place.
So many people in dark places. Why do you think our hospitals are overflown with people in a psychiatric ward?
Yeah. That couldn't be what it was, you know, from the beginning of the birth.
When you walk in the street, you see so many, people hallucinating, talking to themselves. It's really a lot. It's really kind of sad, to be honest with you.
They're not themselves anymore. Who are they at that point?
No one knows.
Not even themselves. Wow. So it starts out with a little seed of
loving you.
Lack of love, the little seed of you, not
being content. I think being content where you are, loving you.
Water that seed and you can get to a point where you just totally lost. Yeah, totally lost and just can't find.
I know we had this topic before, how I used to be very on the fence with bonsai trees. Bonsais are little miniature trees that have been living for like many years. You see this little tree, you go into like the botanical garden and it will tell you it's been here since 1965. And you're like, really? You guys had this tree for this long? Or sometimes it can be even older than that. So I'm saying that to say, how do we know? You gotta be true to yourself. You may not see something and not know the value of it, but you gotta be true to yourself and believe in you, because that's all you have.
And we got so much more, but that's the thing, in the end, that's really gonna play the major factor, is that that thing in you, that spark, that energy in you, that I think that's the core. Like, that's who we really are. That person that when everything is loud out in the world and, you know, so much is going on, work and school and relationships and everything, when it's all going on and so much in your head, that little quiet voice, like Empress Layla said, that little quiet voice, subtle, is that core that we should be striving to reach. Because we are not our thoughts. We definitely are not everything we think. And we're not anything they think we are. But we are everything we choose to be, everything we strive to be, everything we desire to be. And, you know, it's a process. We don't always know who we are in the beginning. So it's not always easy to be ourselves. Like, you know, my daughter done went from a ballerina to a teacher. She wanted to be, you know, and they, you know, all of them just keep changing. But if we stick on that path and stay true to ourselves and tap deep into our gifts and our talents and, you know, practice peace, joy, and love. And when you find them things that bring them fruit to you, that peace, that love, that joy, that's how you can kind of measure how you want to spend your life. Because, of course, you know, you're not going to say, I'm going to be myself, and everything you being is bringing you misery and sorrow and pain. Like, that's not for me, you know. So, you know, follow them good fruit and develop yourself from that. You know, there's nothing wrong with being inspired, you know, by, you know, our community, inspired by our family. You know, it's some great inspiration that comes from education. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being inspired, but you should never be influenced to the point that you lose your way. You lose yourself in the process.
Once again, this is Popular Expressions, where you are allowed to come and be yourself. Tell a friend, share it, and remember to honor who you are. You can only be you. No one else can be you, and you are who you are for a reason.
Voice your vision, showcase your spirit.